Hey everybody, today we're gonna clean a bike. So a couple of people have asked me how I get my bike so clean, especially the cassette. So I'm gonna do a video of it, show you how easy it is. First we'll show you the ingredients. This I get for $1 at the dollar store. It's a degreaser. Don't buy the super expensive stuff. Or buy it if you want. I don't care. This is not a toothbrush, it's a little bit bigger and coarser. I found this at Dollar General. I think it comes with like a set of 3, but this is just a hard bristle brush used for the cassette and the chain. And I've used 2 sponges, my clean sponge for the bike as a whole and my dirty sponge for the chain and stuff. So I'll show you how I do that. Actually, really easy. All this goes really fast. And then this is the soap I use for my bike. I don't use anything fancy. Plus, this is a big old bottle. It's value size, so it lasts a long time. I have 2 bikes and I wash them on a regular basis. This is still my first bottle, and it's still about half full. So this is what I would definitely recommend, or something like that. I'm cheap. I go cheap. You should too, because you can get the result and not spend money. Some people pay $120 to buy a new cassette for their bike. Shout out to Natalie. Alright, so I have my bike set up on my rack. I'm fortunate enough to have chosen this rack for me, so this is kind of my workstation. I use it for various things, but it's great for washing my bike. Hopefully you have something similar, or a bike stand, or something even more fancy. So we're just going to hose my bike down real quick. Pimps up, hose down. Just getting the initial debris off, and I think it's mainly pollen. I did 55 miles on the trail today, and it was real pollen-y, and then it started raining as well. So I don't care if I get my car wet. We're just kind of doing an initial soaky soak. And then with the degreaser, I'm just really generous with it because it's cheap, and I want my bike looking good. Later we'll see all the drippage from this degreaser down below the bike, and you can see how gross it is. But we spend enough money on our bikes, might as well take care of them. And when you go do a competition, you know people look at your bike, so might as well have the best looking one out there. So that's step 1. That's going to soak. We are going to take a little break and do step 2. Okay, so the next step is just using the clean sponge with soapy water to give the body a good clean. One thing I forgot to mention is I did take the bag off. You should have a bag, but take it off and then take the computer off as well, so those don't get clean. Alright. My wheels and everything are still on because I'm giving it the preliminary cleaning. Later when we take them off and we really get into the nitty-gritty, you'll see what I do with the wheels, and especially the shiny cassette and stuff, and make it shiny again. And try to hit all the spots that you don't see unless you have to like crouch and look a little bit more closely at someone's bike. pause it to finish quick. Okay, so that's the basic initial wash. It goes pretty quick. This entire thing goes quick, even though I'm messing with the camera and stuff. Plus, if you wash your bike on a regular basis, not just every time the Miami Dolphins win a championship, it doesn't get built up so much, so the whole process goes pretty fast. Next step is I'm going to take the wheels off. We're going to clean the wheels, put them back on, and then we're going to clean the chain. And then hose, and we're done. Pretty easy. Okay, wheels are off. I'm going to give the bike another quick cleaning with the sponge now that I can get like on the inside of the fork and things. And then we'll hose her off, and then we'll get to the wheels, put them back on, do the chain, we'll be done. Okay, so front tire, pretty easy because all you have are the spokes, the rim, and the tire. So we're going to give that a quick cleaning. The first time I did it, it was I think after Warrior Grind, the 250 mile thing I did, and it was crazy. Some of the white along the rim was almost not visible until I cleaned it. I'm like, whoa, there's actually stuff on my rim. Little things that amuse me. So this is our little frontsy guy. Done. That was fast. So with the back, we're going to do the spokes, rim, and tire first, and then we will take a really close look at our friend, the cassette. And actually mine's not horrible, so the before and after is not going to be as wow. But I just recently cleaned my bike. I just like cleaning my bike. So we're going to do this fast and then the other one slow. Okay, the almighty cassette. You might see stuff dripping off it already. That's from the degreaser that we put on there earlier. It's just, it's sitting on there. So we're going to add a little bit more. And I'm just super generous with it again because it's cheap and might as well get a really clean cassette. So one way it'll spin, the other one it will not. So what I do is, after I soak it with the degreaser, I go in the it won't spin direction. That way you have your resistance. And this cassette's actually really clean and won't take me very long at all. Next, turn it. So you can see the brush itself, it was whitish or off-white. Now you can see the crap that is coming off the cassette, and if I want to see if there's still dirt on here, I don't like take the hose to it to rinse it off. I use this guy to clean off any residual crap to let me see what else still needs a good brushing. And then you maneuver it over and you keep going. You'll notice behind me that little concrete stuff. Make sure to rinse that off when you're done. My landlord would not appreciate that. And more rinsing. Looking pretty good. I'm about ready to quit this, and you can obviously see here on the wall all that dirt and crap that was coming off, but for good measure we're going to rinse it one more time with this. Okay, so now we rinse the tires, put everything back, and then we'll do the chain, and then we're done. Okay, so you can see the cassette is bling-blinging, and the chain you can't really tell. There's some growtiness on it, but again, I clean my bike more of a regular basis, so
It never really builds up too bad. So what we're going to do is use the dirty sponge with the degreaser and essentially put your fingers around the put the sponge on your hand, then kind of squeeze the chain as you're moving it, so the chain keeps running through your sponge. We'll do that, but first we're going to run the chain through with our degreaser to saturate it. So something like this. Make that dollar degreaser go to work. And again, to rinse, use the degreaser until you're all the way done, then use water, your hose. Okay. So, dirty sponge, where are you? Here. Just kind of soak it in this stuff. Remember, it's cheap. Okay. And now, like I mentioned, essentially just hug this chain. Okay, I'm going to stop it and go to super speed mode. So basically we're done. We're going to rinse this bike off in a minute. I just didn't want to rinse it just yet because I want to show you all the grody-ness. So this is the bike and the chain, and all that down there has been dripping off of the bike. Mainly the chain and stuff. Anyway, we're going to hose it and we're done.